Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Bachakwadash. Double honor to our apostles who are elders who rule well. Blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. It's Rob Ahmad from the Nebraska camp. And I just want to do a little quick hit, man. I was just reading, I seen something on, I think it was Instagram, one of these social media outlets, just had to verify. But I went and checked, and then and it's true, okay? And it says, as of April 2026, Germany has implemented new military regulations and updated its defense strategies as part of a push to bolster national security and enhance military readiness amidst fears of potential wider conflict in Europe. While headlines regarding bans are often dramatic, interpretations of these policies, specific restrictions on travel for military-aged men have been introduced. Yeah, so they're pretty much, if you're of draft age, they don't want you leaving the country for a long time, to make sure that they have enough people, so they're letting you know indirectly that they're preparing for something of a large scale, all right, that they're hunkering down for something of a large scale. And we got all this chaos going on in the Middle East right now, specifically with the Strait of Hormuz, and it's crazy because it's all over the place, but we know what the prophecies say that'll shed light on the chaos, and it says the nation shall hate the whore, so because what's going on in that Strait of Hormuz is affecting, those in Asia Minor, people in Germany, a lot of those people get their oil and their resources through that strait, all right, and America, aka Babylon, and which is the whore that sitteth upon a dragon, and those Israelis, which is the tribe of Amalek, Esau, which goes into the least of the flock, shall draw them out. Those two nations are causing chaos. I don't know, because there's a bunch of propaganda, there's a bunch of AI and deep fakes and stuff like that. But there was a video I seen that was, with Netanyahu saying that, pretty much they're going to keep on attacking. You know what I'm saying? And they're just doing land grabs and stuff like that, with the using the G word, you got Trump contradicting himself. They acting like they was doing it for the war on peace, that like they was causing peace, but they actually telling them to open. Now it's all about the Strait. At first it was about women's rights, but now it's about the Strait of Hormuz now. I get it, things happen and it's cause and effect, but this is contrary to the first agenda. If you're trying to save the people, how the hell are you going to do that by blowing them to oblivion? But going back to the point I wanted to bring out, it says military permission for travel as of January the 1st, 2026. A new law requires men aged 7 to 45, because they upped that age. It's crazy, they upped the age in Germany too. I don't know if they upped it or had it up there already. It says to apply for authorization from the German Armed Forces, Bundeswehr, if they plan to stay abroad for more than 3 months to ensure updated military registry. Voluntary services and potential conscription. Ready for war target. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius has stated that Germany must be ready for war by 2029, aiming to create a robust conventional army to act as a deterrent, particularly in response to perceived threats from Russia. Okay, so the thing is like, why 3 months if you're preparing for something in 2029? Okay, so it's 2026 now, it takes you 3 years to prepare for war. So you draft somebody, you got to draft them now. That's not how it worked when it was with Vietnam. This is more, this ain't no 2029. This is trying to let people, I believe that it's letting people lower their guard to think it's a more down the road. Because even in this as wartime planning, Germany has developed extensive updated plans known as Operation Dutchland for how the country would handle a major security crisis, including the mobilization of troops and protection of critical infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? And they're seeing what's going on. These nations seeing what's going on. These nations are being affected by it, amongst many other things. Okay? There's another, even looking this up, it says continent at war with the Sun U.S. This came out February 19th of this year. It says Europe will suffer things we cannot even imagine. German army chiefs haunting warning as Putin stands on the brink of World War III. All right. So, we're in a place of, matter of fact, let me get it real quick. What's up with it, G? It says, Matthew 24:6, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, And this don't mean like, it's going to be okay. But it's saying that you got the MOTB that got to come to pass. You got the famine. You got the concentration camps, draconian measures, things of that. There's prophecies that has to come to pass before ultimately the end, which is going to be, the third world war, which is going to be that nuclear war that's not going to be fought with garments rolled in blood. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that. All right, so in Isaiah 9:5, it says, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this battle shall be with burning and fuel of fire. You see? And so they're preparing, part of them, they're going to prepare to put boots on the ground, but ultimately the end is going to be the thermonuclear missiles being let off. And, these Americans don't, they choosing to not be so-called religious or believe in the scriptures, because the scriptures and the prophets, mainly us at GMS, not like Yohanan and them, which is talking about, the MOTB is, which is the RFID chip, is a conspiracy, and you don't get into all that, and y'all rather just stick to how to marry and giving in marriage, as in the days of Noah. Y'all always talking about the law, the black woman, how you're better than Esau, and all this dumb shit, but you're in his land, paying his taxes, making his money, following his rules and regulations. All right? But you think you want to act like you're superior, you're just doing a paint job, and underneath is ain't nothing. On the outside is gold, but underneath is full of wood, hay, and stubble, and people are going to find out the more we get to the end of this thing. All right, because the MOTB is going to manifest. It's already manifest, but it's going to be fully implemented on what we're talking about, because this is what the Lord has spoken. All shall not be able to buy or sell save he that had the mark. Rich, poor, young, everybody. All right, and this will be implemented. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin is fake money, but it will turn into the real money because it's not the standard of real money yet. All right? But you got stable coin, you got a bunch of countries that's going into the digital aspect. All right? PayPal, we went from PayPal to you can buy stuff off Instagram. Everything's digital now. Y'all niggas worldly, them niggas worldly. I'm sure they went to some amusement parks. I went to amusement park about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I think it was last year, actually. And I had to put my money in a locker, man. All right? I took my money out in cash, ended up having to keep it in the fucking locker because everything was digital. Everything was barcodes. Okay? So, what the hell if a prophet is speaking on something and it don't come to pass, like I don't know what world these niggas is living in, man. But I know what it is. They're living in a world of Babylon, trying to present themselves as a good shepherd. All right, but they're hirelings. That's all they are. We're gonna keep on prophesying about what's going on and what's going to happen, because we truly believe in the prophecies and what the Lord said. All right. I'm sure they want to be saved just like these Christians want to be saved. Everybody want to be saved, but they don't want to do what it takes. All right. They don't want to make the sacrifice, make their body a living sacrifice. They want to play on podcasts, run around and have fun. But hey, you know, we're going to continue to prophesy. We're going to continue to let everybody know that this place is going down. All right. And the process of how it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we're going to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Baha-HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles who are elders who rule well, which are of GMS. All right? Blessed salutations to you, brothers, man. You know, let's continue to keep fighting that good fight. Abaratazah. Shalom.